guys, it's Crystal here. I'm back with another review video for you guys, and quick disclaimer in the beginning of this video before I begin, this is a 100% sponsored video. I received this product for free in return of giving my 100% honest personal experience with the product. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce the product, and it's this little device here. This is the POW Zit Zapper, tiny Zit Zapper, and it's from DemarkQ. You can get this for $59 US on their website, and basically what it is that it's a device that's a smart precision treatment that aims to flatten zits and underground pimples. It uses medical grade LEDs with a mixture of blue light and red light, and the blue light has 415 nm. It has antibacterial properties which help shrink pimples and make them heal or disappear faster. And it balances sebum production, which helps prevent clogged pores, and it can also help in terms of calming irritation to decrease the side effects of dry, peeling, and sore skin. Now the red light has 630 nm and is for anti-inflammatory purposes, which reduces inflammation and long-term scarring. It stimulates collagen production, which speeds up recovery of your skin, and it also reduces redness, which basically evens out your skin complexion. I also want to let you guys know that in order to see noticeable changes or improvements to your skin, you have to be consistent in terms of using this product or any of their products. You have to use it every single day consistently, and then you'll start noticing improvements about around the 4-week mark. So it's definitely a more long-term, non-rushed kind of treatment. It's not going to do any improvements like that, like right away. So just keep that in mind. I do want to go over how I typically use this product. I used it every single night, and you want to use it right after cleansing and before your remaining skincare routines, such as like toners, serums, moisturizers, things like that. So you want to basically use it right after cleansing, and your face has to be dry, and you want to pinpoint where you want to put the device on. If you have an active pimple or if you feel like an acne or a pimple is coming, then you locate it, stick it right directly onto the skin, press the power button right here. It'll beep, it'll turn on, light up. You'll have to wait for 3 minutes, but you won't have to time that because it'll time it for you. After 3 minutes, it'll beep again and then turn off by itself like that, and you're done. You'll just move on to the next spot you want to treat and do the same thing. And after my treatments, I like to clean the product with a sterile alcohol prep pad that's 70% isopropyl alcohol. So I like to open this and wipe it down, for like a minute to make sure it completely cleanses the bacteria off of this. And then I just plug it back into the charger and leave it there until I'm ready to use it again tomorrow night. So easy to use. And then after I do all of that, I just continue with my skincare. But because I use hyaluronic acids, your skin needs to be damp for that. I just re-wet my skin and then finish my skincare routine. So yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And with that being said, let me go ahead and roll the clip of my first impression of using this device. And I just wanted to show you guys what my skin looks like at the moment. I just took a shower and cleansed my face. The instructions for this is to make sure your skin is dry after cleansing. So I'm hoping that this device will help me in terms of my acne scarring, because I have so many, and then I have a bunch of new acne due to hormonal breakout. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it on. It says in the instructions to make sure you peel off the film, but when I was kind of like feeling for it, there's no film. I also use an alcohol wipe to wipe the top just in case. So turn it on, has that light. You just press it against your skin. I'm gonna juice this area first. You press it against your skin for about 3 minutes and just hold it there, and it's supposed to help make your skin glow. So I just finished using this on mainly my cheeks and my chin area. I just wanted to try out those areas for now. I will say it's very easy because you just hold it against your face, so it wasn't that bad. It has a really nice, pretty loud beep when it's done, and you don't have to time anything, it'll time it for you. The only thing I would say that because it is a light, it makes sense that it gets pretty warm. So it does kind of heat up your face a little bit. So that's the only thing I want to mention about this, but I'm going to use it every single day for 4 weeks, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about this. But I just finished the session, so I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my skincare and finish up for the night. Okay, now that you guys know what my first impression is with using the POW Tiny Zit Zapper, I want to go ahead and talk about my 4-week impression. And this video, actually, the recording right now, is exactly 4 weeks of me using this product every single night. So I want to go ahead and talk about the pros, or what I liked about the device first. And the first thing I want to talk about is its size. It's really nice, it's small, very small and easy handheld product. You can literally take this on the go anywhere because it's so tiny. So if you're traveling, you are afraid of like breaking out or anything during your travels, super easy to take along with you. It's also very easy to use. Like I mentioned, you just press the power button and let it do its own thing, and you just hold it there. And it'll turn off by itself, and then you move on. Another thing I want to note is that it's a great spot treatment, which is exactly what it's meant to do. It's a tiny zit zapper. It's meant for spot treatments in small little areas. So great spot treatment device. And I've noticed that for my small pimples, I noticed it shrinking as well as drying out after around 3 days, which is very impressive for me. And I've also noticed that it also helps decrease how pigmented my acne scarring is. So I'll still have acne scarring even when I use this device, but I've noticed that it's a lot smaller than it typically would have been. So thumbs up for me in that aspect. I also want to note that I didn't use it just on active pimples. I used it on my acne scars that have been here for like literally almost a year. And I've started to notice that those acne scars are starting to get smaller. The circumference of my acne scars are from here, and like after 4 weeks, it's like from here. So like, I mean, even though it's like a small improvement, it's a huge step for me because like I said, those acne scars have been on my face for so long that it has looked the same for so long that I'm so happy to see it starting to get smaller and it's starting to fade as well. Also, my skin has looked a lot smoother ever since I used this device, and that makes me really, really happy because every time I notice I'm getting a little bit of texture, I use it and then 2 days later, the texture starts to smoothen out. So I love that. I've also noticed as a whole, my skin has started to look a lot more vibrant, a lot more healthier and less dull. So I'm excited about that as well. And I think it's great at preventing environmentally triggered acne because it has like antibacterial properties from the blue light. So I've noticed that acne that's usually caused by like either my masks or me touching my face or like debris or the pollution in the air, it has like decreased a lot. Normally I get like 4 or 5 pimples because of wearing masks and whatnot, but ever since I started using the device, I've noticed like a smaller amount of pimples that are developing. So I'm really, really happy with that as well. And most importantly, it didn't break me out at all. And I've also noticed improvements around 3.5 weeks. So like as a whole, I've noticed my skin looking a lot better after 3.5 weeks, which is I know it's a slow process, but I'm super happy with it. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the cons, or what I didn't really enjoy about this device. The first thing I want to talk about is how time consuming it is because it's so tiny. It's time consuming and tedious and a little inconvenient because I have so many mini pimples and large pimples, and also I use it for my acne scars. It takes about an hour every single night for me to use this device. So it takes me quite a while before I'm finished with the whole LED treatment. So yeah, can you imagine? Because like I'm using it here, they're like literally all over my cheeks, chins, my forehead. It takes so long because it's so small. So yeah, and like I'm a multitasker, so it's inconvenient in the aspect that I can't really, I have one hand gone and only one other hand for me to be able to like do all the tasks I want to complete while I'm doing this. But I mean, if you're the type that wants to do it while you're like watching TV or like YouTube, it's no big deal. But I like to do a bunch of things at the same time, so it can get a little bit inconvenient. But I mean, no big deal. So I mean, that I just want to put that there. If you're a huge multitasker like me, it could be inconvenient. And you have a lot of pimples like me or acne scars like me that you want to treat, time consuming and tedious. So just wanted to put that in there. I also want to note that because it is using LEDs, it does get warm For me, it's not that big of a deal. I don't really care because I understand. But if you're the type of person that's pretty sensitive to the heat or warmness, like it doesn't get hot, it just gets warm. I just want to put that out there, that if you're sensitive to rising temperatures, just know that this does get warm, which makes sense because it uses LEDs. I also want to mention that if you're the type of person that has bigger acne and bigger pimples that are like under the skin, that's like pretty painful, just know that it's gonna take a little longer to heal using this device compared to smaller pimples, of course. For me personally, I started to see improvements or healing for my big pimples or under the skin big pimples about a week and a half. So just want to put that out there, and like it can kind of hurt when you place it on your skin of your like really sensitive pimples, so be wary of that as well. And like I mentioned in my pros, it doesn't necessarily prevent acne scarring. Personally for me, I still get acne scarring no matter what, but I noticed that like my acne scars are a lot smaller. But I just want to note in the cons that it didn't really prevent acne scarring for me at all. And then last but not least of what I didn't really enjoy about this product is that it prevents environmentally triggered pimples, but when it comes to hormonal acne, it definitely does not prevent that for me, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and show you guys the clips of my skin, of the improvements throughout the 4 weeks, just so you can get an idea. I feel like the camera has a hard time capturing the improvements, but in the naked eye, I love the improvements to my skin. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but on the 4th week, my acne scars have been pretty faded and the circumference of them have gotten smaller. So I'm really happy with the outcome. And honestly, every morning I can't help but look at my skin and feel so happy that my scarring is starting to fade and that I'm not experiencing like a lot of pimples that I typically would if I wasn't using this Zit Zapper. So I'm just super happy with the results, and I know it's quite expensive, but you have to understand, I feel like the price is justified because it is using medically grade LEDs, and that's not really cheap to come by. I feel like if you're okay to splurge a little bit on skincare, then I feel like this device is like really nice. I highly recommend it if you're willing to splurge, you know what I mean? But personally for me, I think this product is great for those who don't break out often, and they could just use it as a spot treatment. It's totally worth it, $59. It's a nice alternative in terms of having to splurge a lot on like creams or whatnot. It heals naturally, which is really nice about it. But like I said, if you're the type of person that only gets like a few pimples here and there, then I feel like the POW Tiny Zit Zapper is perfect for you. But for me personally, they have 2 other sizes. One is the Pop, which is like the size of a cell phone, and you just place it on like that. And the other one is like the WOW, which is like I think the size of a tablet, and like it's like a book. You open it up and like literally hold it like this to your face. That one's pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna upgrade to the Pop, to be honest, because like I said, I have been loving the improvements that I'm receiving with the Tiny Zit Zapper. But because it's like so inconvenient and like time consuming for me, I'm gonna upgrade to the Pop for sure, which is the cell phone sized one. So it'll be faster for me, just go like 3 minutes here, 3 minutes here, 3 minutes here, and 3 minutes here, and done. So yeah, it'll be a lot faster than an hour with this little Zit Zapper. And it's just one pay done. And honestly, it's nice because you could do it at home. There's like clinics, skin clinics or skin salons that like have that treatment, but it's so expensive because you're paying every time you go in, whereas you just pay once and you have it at home and you just do it at the comfort of your own home in your pajamas at your own time. So I think if you're like looking at like light treatments in terms of like healing your skin, DemarkQ is the way to go. I highly recommend their products. I know it's quite expensive, but I feel like it's just like a one price pay done, and I've been loving the way my skin looks and feels because of it. I don't know, like I feel like the pros definitely outweigh the cons for this product, so I highly recommend it. Like I said, don't have a lot of pimples and breakouts and you just want spot treatment, look into the Zit Zapper, the tiny Zit Zapper, the POW. But if you have more of like spaced out acne and stuff like that, recommend the Pop or the Wow. So yeah, I don't know, I just really like the outcome of my skin so far. I'm definitely, I just have to upgrade. I just have to get the bigger size. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope this was really informational in terms of like an alternative in terms of treatments for your skin. And actually, I want to note that it's a lot gentler than laser as well. So laser definitely heals your skin a lot faster, like intense pulse lighting lasers, but this is a lot more gentle, and if you're patient, I feel like it's definitely worth it. So yeah, okay, I gotta end the video here before I keep going. But if you have any questions at all, anything I left out, let me know in the comment section down below. I always try my best to answer all the questions when I have free time. And if you found this video really helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!